And now, the starting lineup for your Milwaukee Bucks. Richard.
This place is absolutely buzzing with anticipation. Each team with their first game of the season here tonight.
The key now is making sure your season starts with a win. That first dub is a catalyst to the start of your season. Helps you find a rhythm very early.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Curry. Then there's McDaniels. And it's George in at the point guard. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. George with the ball. Outside, Towns. Buries the long-range jumper.
Wow. Towns saying, hey, I can go there too.
Outside, Butler. Top of the key, done. Pass to Embiid. Just 5 to shoot. Robinson pulls it in.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
McDaniels kicks to George. To the middle. That shot off. Good D by Embiid. Dunn looking over the floor. Embiid with it. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Leonard. And it's sent back by George.
And the timing from George there on the rejection, using his long reach to turn away the shot. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now here's Leonard. His last outing with 20 points. Dunn, the bounce pass. Here's Embiid. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
In the mid-range, Embiid is pretty confident. He goes right up and drains that jump shot with ease.
Outside, Towns. Pass to Robinson. Here's Curry. Fires from deep. Again, Curry missing. Now, granted, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, I spoke to him about the plan for Karl Anthony Towns now. Coach said, we know Cat has size and power, so we're hoping we can match him there. But we don't want to make ourselves soft targets for him. We can expect it to be intense and physical down on the block. Guys?
Thank you, David.
One shot.
So, RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500, 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it.
Embiid. Rockets with the rebound. Last time they met in Houston.
And their last matchup was a nail-biter, but they hung on, and in part it was because of their rebound.
Now here's Curry. He's coming off a 22-point game against Golden State. The offensive rebound. Bucks trail by 4. Leonard looking around. Pass to Duran. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Stephen Curry. And when you take a look at Jalen Duran, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
And that one misses. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Rockets leading by 4. McDaniels with the ball. Well guarded by Dunn. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's George. Embiid with the steal.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
Pass to Duran. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And a quick look at how things have been since the All-Star break. Checking out the three-point shot ratio for Milwaukee.
And clearly they haven't been shy about launching it from long range. That's the way the league has been going, and they are certainly embracing that trend.
Outside Curry. Robinson sets a screen for Curry. And finished off by Robinson.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Shots good from Butler.
Strong move by Butler, making sure that was a quality possession.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Next 10. Get ready, everyone, to see yourself on the screen and show us your best move. Let's go. Let's see it. Nice try. It's all good.
At this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. The Rockets fourth.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Rockets. They lead by 4. To the inside. Here's McDaniels. It's hauled in by Dunn.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Porter's checked in for the Bucks. Houston leading by 4. Outside Curry. Five to shoot. Back to George. From outside, off the mark. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Got a piece of it. Oh, and here we go with Robinson. Nobody back. And Robinson throws it down hard.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Now here's Leonard, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Jalen Duren. Houston also making some changes. Drummond's checked in for Mitchell Robinson, and Maxey's subbed in for McDaniels. Pass to Butler. Back to Embiid. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Outside Butler. 6 to shoot. Embiid with it, guarded by Curry. And the Bucks miss again.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
And the dunk by Towns.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
Last outing for the Rockets, it was a loss to the Golden State Warriors. Butler passes to Adams. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams.
Let's take a look at Paul George, some stats on him. Last season, he played outstanding. 6th in steals, and he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And like a thief in the night, he will pick your pocket clean. Top 10 in steals, as you said last year, always a threat to cause a turnover. Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Smart comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Richardson in for Kawhi Leonard. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Now here's Smart. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. George with no one around. And another 3 for Houston.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
And you know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you. Smart against Maxey. Jackson setting the pick here for Richardson. Drills the three-pointer.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Drummond with a screen on Porter. Inside. It's stolen by Adams. George against Porter. Over George. That misses off the backboard. Houston leading by 11. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Pass to Richardson. Jackson setting the pick here for Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. Porter dishes to Richardson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Houston.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
That's good from Richardson. Both good from the line that time.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Outside, Maxey unloads. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Maxey's got 5.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Outside, Porter. Off target with his 3.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make them all.
On the wing, Porter. Pass to Jackson. It's Richardson on the wing. He's covered by Murray. Richardson attacking. Lays it up off the glass. He has 7.
He's good enough where it takes a lot to bother him at the rim like that.
George passes to Murray. Drummond with a screen on Richardson. Here's George. Porter pulls it in. Bucks trail by 11. Pass to Richardson. On the wing, Jackson. Up top, Porter. Defended by George. Outside, Smart. Takes the 3. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. George against Adams. A nice shot by George. George has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
And so it's Houston. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed... And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Rockets really take control here.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Rockets leading by 13. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Towns is out there with McDaniels. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Curry. And it's Maxey in at the point guard position. Here's Towns. And again, the Rockets good for 2. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Pass to McDaniels. Maxey on the wing. Houston moving the ball around. And it's Towns missing.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
Here's Leonard. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Maxey passes to Curry. And here is McDaniels. Towns, a screen on dime. Keeps it alive, and it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks, trailing by 13. Duren sets the screen for Butler. Shoots over McDaniel. The Rockets pull it in. Maxey in the corner. Pass to Towns. Three-pointer. Another miss by Towns. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Embiid with a screen on McDaniels. McDaniels against Butler. Shot clock at 6. Robinson pulls it in. Rockets leading by 13. And here is McDaniels. Towns finds Maxey. Three-pointer. Leonard with the steal. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Embiid inside. McDaniels defending. And it's in there. Embiid's got his second basket.
The inside, Embiid just has all the tools for success. The height, the power, and more importantly, the tenacity.
And he's good on the three ball.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Checking out the numbers for Leonard. Great showing for him last season. He averaged about 23 points a game last year, 6 rebounds and 3 assists. And to have a player who can fill it up like him coming in off the bench, what an asset.
He's crucial to the success of their second unit because he can keep that offense rolling.
Bucks trail by 14. Butler passes to Duren. Now Embiid, pass to Butler. Outside Leonard. To the paint. Embiid is a monster in the lane. Wow.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Back to Curry. From downtown. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Down low. Here's Embiid, and another basket for Milwaukee.
And when Embiid first came into the NBA, folks wondered about his offense, but it became clear pretty fast, so he can dominate at both ends of the court.
Hits the three-point bomb.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
Just 2 to shoot. Leonard, no luck.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Maxey. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Maxey's got 7 points in the game.
A physical scoring guard. Maxey is at home on the inside.
Back to Leonard. Pass to Embiid. Done against Curry. Three-pointer by Embiid. And Curry pulls it down. Rockets leading by 15. And here's Towns. Here's Maxey. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Maxey's got 4 this quarter. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. And some changes here for the Bucks. Adams, he's checked in for Duren. Michael Porter comes in for Joel Embiid. And it's Richardson in for Leonard. Houston also making some changes. Drummond's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. George comes in for McDaniels. And Murray subbed in for Maxey. And Adams kicks to Dunn. Pass to Butler. Looking to end the run. Shoots over Curry. Shot's good from Butler. He has 6.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Jackson comes in for Dunn. And Smart subbed in for Butler. And a switch here also for Houston. Covington's checked in. And the dunk by Jackson.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 1, Isaiah Jackson.
The free throw drops for Jackson. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Houston Rockets. 17 points was their biggest margin. Covington setting the pick for Curry. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Curry's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Rockets.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Richardson. Ball's knocked loose. Covington with the steal. And the rejection by Jackson. Richardson gets a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land. Richardson's got 10 points.
Great point guards keep their eyes up on the court. Young players should watch how Smart goes about this man's business.
Curry from deep three-point land. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for him, they're still out in front.
George against Jackson. To the paint. Here's Porter. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Robert Covington picks one up.
How about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Bucks making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Rockets leading by 9. Now here's Murray. Still scoreless. Puts the move on. Curry's shot is off. Bucks have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter. Well above the 50% mark from the field. Adams dishes to Richardson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Milwaukee shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And Richardson drops them both. Looking at the last game for the Bucks, it was a loss to the Pacers in Indy. Curry fires from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
On a night like tonight, Steph Curry is must-watch basketball. He can score from anywhere.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good. Porter.
And you can tell Porter Jr. wants to keep getting better. And that's one reason why this team is still so high on him.
He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. Second chance shot. Good D by Drummond.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
Porter double team. Adams, the pass to Porter. Over Murray. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Porter.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Pass to Drummond. At the elbow, Murray. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Second, Stephen Curry.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Leonard against George. Leonard kicks to Jackson. Porter inside. Porter double team. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Steph Curry. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 26 points per game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, they rely on his production night in and night out. There are times when he absolutely carries them.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
And let's take a look now at the numbers for DeJounte Murray. Last season, he played outstanding. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And like a thief in the night, he will pick your pocket clean. Top 10 in steals, as you said last year, always a threat to cause a turnover. Pass to Curry. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
He's looking much more confident here in the second quarter as far as his scoring goes.
44 seconds left now here in the second. Adams with the screen on George. Clock at 6. Inside. Adams, the pass to Leonard. The 3. It's rebounded by Houston. 17 points was their biggest margin.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Now Murray, still without a basket. Here's Drummond, fade away. No good that time.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Houston Rockets. He put together quite a quarter, 13. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And a look here now at the Bucks. Like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Rockets.
They've had a lot of success in transition, running for their lives like a turkey in November. Bark, bark, bark.
I don't know that that's a great... And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Curry has been sensational.
man. How about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
We've got Kawhi Leonard. Embiid is out there with Jalen Duren. Then there's Dunn, and it's Butler in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Curry kicks to George. Robinson sets a screen for George. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Rockets lead by 13.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Duren finds Butler. Dunn sets a screen for Leonard. And that one is good. Leonard's got 5 now. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Rockets. Outside, George to the right side. Pass to McDaniels. Shoots it up. Rebound, Milwaukee. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Leonard on the wing, guarded by Curry. Now here's Embiid. Over George, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
And the first one drops. With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
He's off on the second.
The numbers Embiid has put up over his career speak for themselves. He'll go down as one of the all-time great big men.
Here's George. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. 9 points in the game so far.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Dunn misses. Rockets leading by 12. From past the arc. George, no good.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Leonard, no luck.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
Outside Curry. The kick out to Towns. From deep. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Pass to Dunn. Here's Butler. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard. Kept alive. Duren finds Butler. Embiid with the screen on George. Here's Leonard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on George.
You can't fall for that shot fake. Once Kawhi gets you to jump, you're toast.
The Bucks have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
Axie's checked in for Stephen Curry. Leonard hits them both.
And a guy any team would love to have. The quiet confidence of Kawhi has worked throughout his career.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. In fourth, the Bucks.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Maxey with it. 9 points in the game so far. The kick out to Towns. Here's Robinson, and then Robinson slams it in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Outside Leonard. Pass to Embiid. Robinson with the block.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
George passes to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
And a moment to check out Tyrese Maxey here. He's coming off an excellent season. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
Oh, yeah, one of the most dependable scorers in the league. He really saved him in several games a season ago. Embiid finds Dunn. Here's Embiid. Takes a three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got his third assist on the night. George against Leonard. Pass to Robinson. Here's Maxey. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Maxey's got 12 points in the game. And here's Embiid. And another three for Milwaukee.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Outside, Towns. McDaniels kicks to Maxey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And the Bucks making a change here. Porter's checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Robert Covington comes in for Mitchell Robinson. And Murray's subbed in for George. Pass to Duran. Bucks passing it around. Here's Leonard, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Leonard's got it back down to single digits for Milwaukee. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract leagues. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. Here's Maxey. Porter with a block.
Good work on the defensive end for Porter Jr. Timing things just right there to get the block.
Porter double team. Leonard kicks to Dunn. That ball. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Want to talk about a guy who can completely take over, Tyrese Maxey.
Oh, I love his energy. I love his focus. I love his love for the game. He is relentless. What's amazing is that there's still so much upside there, Kevin. What I love most about Maxey is his aggressive attitude. When he's out there, he keeps his foot on the gas pedal.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Isaiah Jackson comes in for Dunn. Drummond's checked in for Houston. Adams outside. 5 on the clock. Pass to Buck. The 3-ball. Adams. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Here's Maxey. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter. Towns, he's checked in for the Rockets.
Rocket substitution. Number 32, Karl Anthony Towns.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. 7-point differential. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Murray. The Rockets with another miss. Bucks have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the 3rd. Outside Porter. Fader on the way. Adams' shot is off. Houston leading by 7. Pass to Murray. This one for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Murray's got 5 points so far.
Murray works extremely hard on his game and has put in a lot of time trying to become one of the more consistent players from long range.
And Adams with the slam.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Towns sets the pick for Murray. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the 3rd quarter. Porter passes to Butler. Outside Leonard. Fires the 3. Rockets with the rebound. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Butler against Maxey. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of. If you don't want your pocket picked, here are last season's steals leaders. 5th best, Kawhi Leonard.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
The first one falls, and the Rockets making a change here. Curry's checked in. Maxey hits them both.
Didn't get to the line in the first half, but since the break, he's been in attack mode. Great adjustment.
And 1:01 left in the 3rd. To the middle. Here's Adams. That ball. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 6 assists here tonight.
Gonna need to contest Adams' shot better than that to prevent him from scoring. He's too physical down low.
Pass to Drummond. Curry with it. Rockets have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. They throw good. Murray
becoming a more consistent offensive weapon. Murray finding ways to contribute.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Rockets. George comes in for Maxey. Bucks trail by 10. 30 seconds left in the third. Poke loose. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And the rejection by Jackson. Butler passes to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. Drains it. Kawhi. Kaboom. 6 seconds left to play here in the third. With 1 on the clock, that shot is off. And so it's the Houston Rockets headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
Let's get the pace back in the game. Let's get it started.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So on the floor for Houston, they've got McDaniels. George is out there with Curry. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Towns in at the power forward position. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Pass to Robinson. Launches it. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. Butler against George. The 11-footer, and it's sent back by George. Now here's Curry. Fires for 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Curry against Dunn. Outside Butler. Embiid with the screen on McDaniels. Here's Butler. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Houston leading by 7. Out left to the wing. McDaniels dishes to George. Towns wide open. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 5th assist in this one. Outside Butler. Embiid wide open. Knocks down the 3-ball. Embiid's got 10 points here in the second half.
Guys over 7 foot like Embiid, they are not supposed to do that.
Curry kicks to George. Towns sets the pick for George. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 5. For 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Butler, and hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track. And now just a 5-point Houston lead. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's not taking any chances. It wants to huddle him up right away. Maxey's checked in for George. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. Now he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thank you, David. Outside Butler. Pass to Embiid. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, don't make a habit of this. We've seen games where Embiid shoots 20 free throws or more. He is so good at getting himself to the line.
2 shots. Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And Embiid drops them both.
A scoring machine. There's just no shot Embiid's afraid to take.
Curry looking around. From outside the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. Duran's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Butler on the wing. McDaniels defending. Done outside. And it's off from three-point range. Rockets leading by 5. Up top, Curry. Lets it go with the 3. Curry buries the 3-shot.
And he knocked down 4 triples in the first half. You got to stay in his hip pocket.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Leonard against Maxey. A ferocity inside by Leonard.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of it.
Outside, Towns. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Towns has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Rockets. Outside, Leonard. Pass to Embiid. It's stolen by Curry. And even 3-on-3 break. Now Towns. Maxey on the wing. Left side Curry. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Pass to Butler. Kicks it out to Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Whatever adjustments were made in half, boy, they are working. He's looking like a different player since the break.
Towns, the pass to Curry. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here is Butler, defended by Towns. Butler dishes to Leonard. And rebounded by McDaniels. Rockets leading by 6. At the top of the key, Towns. Butler against Curry. Maxey. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Outside Leonard. Curry against Dunn. Pass to Embiid. Fires the 3. The Rockets pull it in. 17 points was their biggest margin. Maxey passes to Curry. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Leonard draws the double. Duran finds Embiid. The Bucks working the ball around. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Rockets have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. The kick out to Towns. Bangs home the trifecta. And now it's an 11-point Houston lead.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's Embiid, and there's the call on Karl-Anthony Towns. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Porter's checked in for the Bucks.
Michael Porter Jr. All right, Bucks fans, let's make some noise for the...
And Milwaukee has possession. They trail by 11. Embiid from outside. Karl-Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Maxey. And to get open is Robinson. Maxey, no good. Porter dishes to Butler. Pass to Duran. Embiid inside. Robinson on him. Nails it from deep. Jimmy Butler.
And this is why Butler is so dangerous. He's not afraid to take any shot if he likes the angle.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. George is checked in for Houston.
Rocket substitution. Number 8, Paul George.
Curry against Leonard. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Clever move by Curry, taking the foul, but still getting the shot off.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
1:57 left here in the fourth quarter. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Bucks. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Leonard with a screen on McDaniel. Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Houston. Towns has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And George kicks to Towns. George looking around. A shake. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And both free throws good for Paul George. Bucks trail by 12. And so Milwaukee again turning it over.
Another miscalculation. They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
Dunn, he's checked in for the Bucks. And so here is Houston. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Rockets.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Stephen Curry.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. McDaniels against Butler. 5 on the clock. From deep, George. And that one is off. So we see Houston taking the W here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time. Thanks so much, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analyst, Richard Jeff.